Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Voice Hacks channel. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit of help with your vocal range. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way that anyone can do to move a song to a different key to fit your vocal range, even if you don't know what that means. So, that song that's always been too high for you, just out of reach, or maybe even too low for you, maybe you have a high voice, we're going to solve that problem today. We're going to use an extension made for Google Chrome. So if you want to get more into the vocal ranges, actually, I'm making another video that really dives into my philosophy on vocal ranges and why it matters. But at the end of the day, as a singer, you're supposed to enjoy your singing. And maybe we're not sure what our vocal range is. Maybe we're not even aware of where the notes we sing sit on the piano, but we can tell if a song is too high or too low for us. So if you're struggling and straining, the best thing to do is probably move the key of the song and sing it in a different location, starting on a different pitch, either higher or lower than where the original recording you're listening to is sitting. So how do you do that? Especially if you don't even play an instrument. Some of you don't even know what a key is or what I even mean by that. If you're not familiar with music theory, maybe you don't play any other instruments, which, by the way, you really don't have to be a vocalist. It does help. If you wanted to pick one, I would recommend basic piano. But even if you know nothing, just know that you can start a melody of a song in different spots on the piano. So, for example, Happy Birthday, I can go, Happy birthday to you. Or I can start it at a different spot, a half step up, da da, happy birthday to you, or an entirely different spot on the piano. So you can sing a song, the same melody, starting on different notes at a higher or lower point on the piano scale. Today, I'm going to show you my hack to doing this. I do this with my vocal students and clients, and I use this tool myself. You want to use a Google Chrome extension. We're going to go over to the computer and check it out. I'm going to show you how to install it into your Chrome browser. This only works on desktop, unfortunately, but it's a fantastic tool. It does kind of warp the sound a little bit, but it's a fantastic tool. I think it's really going to open up a lot of options and enjoyment in singing for a lot of you. Let's go check it out. Hey, so here we are. We're going to install this does require you guys to have Chrome browser on your desktop computer, this tool that I'm going to show you, but I want to tell you that I'm not endorsed by this at all. I don't even know who makes this extension, so thank you to whoever made it. And I think there's actually a little way you can donate to them if you like it after you install it. I'll put this link here, but you could also just Google transpose pitch speed Chrome extension. You'll find it. But I'm going to paste this link in the description below the video here so you can get at it easily. And then when you're using the Google Chrome browser on your desktop, it doesn't really work on mobile. I don't think you can add these extensions to mobile. But then right here it would say add to Chrome. I've already added it, so it says remove from Chrome, but just click it and say add to Chrome. When it adds to Chrome, it's going to show up here in your extensions. You can see some other extensions that I use, and it's this one right here, transpose, pitch, speed, and loop. And you click on it. Whatever video is open in your Chrome window here, you can transpose it up and down. It's very important to know the difference between transpose and pitch. Pitch is only going to adjust it a little sharper or flatter within the same key. You can see that you can pull it out to one semitone. You could raise it a half step or lower it a half step, but it's really because you're just trying to make it sharper or flatter in the same key. So this one is not really going to be what you guys want to use. You want to use this one up here, the transpose button. Every time you go up by a number, that is going up by a half step or one semitone. On a piano or guitar or something, we would call it a half step. Same thing if you lower it. You're lowering it. That's one half step, two half steps, three half steps, or three semitones. Either one is correct way to describe it. Okay, so let's see it in action here. I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to, let's look up Spirit Box. Say I have a lower voice. Say I'm like a bass or a low-voiced vocalist, maybe this song would be too high for me if I were a bass. So I'm going to go ahead and lower it. So wait, first, actually, let's listen to it in the original key so we can kind of hear where that sits.
Deep is fake, dirty gold, the colors change. Hands are frozen, feel no pain. I just wanna hold the flame, negative feedback loop.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's go back and let's lower it now. One, two, three. 3 semitones is only a step and a half. It's 3 half steps. So it's not that far, actually. So if you had a really, really low voice, you might have to go farther. Don't be afraid to really go far, because it's not as far as it seems. A lot of times I'm lowering things 6 semitones if it's sung by a soprano or something, which is about 3 whole steps. So sometimes if it's really, really different voice from yours, don't be afraid to really move it. It is going to make the voice sound a little funny. Not as much the instruments, but it does make things kind of sound funny. But it's great for practicing and for learning a song in a new key and for just exploring what key would you sing the song in. It's great for testing. So here we go. Let's hear it in this key.
Spinning out of control, the sickly sweetness is crushing me. But I wanna know if there's no heat when I escalate.
So in this case, they're already pretty down tuned, so the instruments sound a little bit funny as well. So, but what's really cool is you can take this, you can use this tool with karaoke stuff. So let's look up some karaoke. So these instrumental tracks on YouTube, I know that Alice in Chains is high for a lot of male vocalists. So what you can do is, again, you can lower it. Let's lower it far. Let's lower it 6 semitones, which is 3 steps. That'd be like tuning it from standard to drop C, which actually isn't that unrealistic. If you don't have a higher voice, you might want to do that with this material, but let's check it out. It's going to sound kind of funny. So in this key, it'd be kind of like, ain't found a way to kill me yet. Eyes burn with stinging sweat. That's too low for me. But you see, like if I were a baritone or something, that would actually work. So you can have a lot of fun with this, and you can say this song is too low. Say you have a really high voice. You're just going to raise it a few steps. You can hear how it can go higher too. So, up or down, whatever you need, this is what I recommend. It does warp it. So like, this is not the greatest tool in the world if you're looking for extremely high audio quality, because part of why it's warping it is in the past, when you raised or lowered the key, you were using tape, and so then when you change the pitch, the speed also changed. Now we have the technology where it's not changing the speed, it's just changing the pitch. You can change the speed down here. YouTube also has a way for you to change the speed right here. So but this will change the speed without changing the pitch. So it makes it sound a little bit warped, you guys. So just be aware that, this is a tool for practicing and performing and discovering your voice. But ultimately, if you find out that you like a song in a certain key, you're going to need to get together with some instrumentalists, maybe hire someone to make you a recording in that key. But at least you can describe it and say, okay, I'm actually performing it 3 semitones higher than the original, 3 half steps higher than the original. Either way you word it like that, the instrumentalist will likely be able to understand it, particularly if they're someone who's hired a lot to make accompaniments. And that's not that hard to actually go on Fiverr or something and find someone to make you an accompaniment in the key. So it's really nice because it really, really liberates your vocal abilities, and you can start learning songs in different keys and moving things to fit your voice without even knowing any music theory or playing any instruments. So thanks, guys. I hope you like it. And if you do like it, right here, it shows you that whoever made this, you can donate to them, and you should do that because this is an incredibly useful tool. But like I said, I have no stake in this. I don't know who made this or anything like that. So I'm not sponsored by this. It's just a great tool that I like to give my students and vocal clients. Thanks everybody for watching my tutorial. And if you're looking for lessons, I give full-time lessons on this on Zoom, singing and screaming, modern singing and harsh vocals. Whatever you're interested in learning, you can find more information about that in the links in my description below. Thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you soon.